The Miami Heat will start Dwayne Wade, who's going to be an all-star this year, and the shooter Eddie Jones, the former Laker. Shaq in the middle. Udonis Haslem having a great year. Wesley Person, the new guy in the starting lineup. Stan Van Gundy took over for Pat Riley a couple of years ago in his second season. He's a good coach, led the Heat to the playoffs.
He really is a great coach. And this team, all he's doing right now is tweaking people to get their lineup exactly the way they want it.
Tonight's Denver Nuggets game is being televised for the first time in high definition. For our Comcast viewers, you can tune in to channel 665 and enjoy all the action in high def. Glad you're with us. Andre Miller at the point against Dwayne Wade. It's going to be an outstanding matchup. Now into Kenyon Martin against Haslem. Jump hook and roll. It won't drop.
Again, good post-up move by Kenyon, but no Nuggets on the boards. They've got to attack the offensive glass with their other bigs.
Miami played last night in Chicago and blew out the Bulls. So they're on the second day of the road trip. Here's Dwayne Wade, shooting over 50%. Drops it to Shaq. Doubled. And Wade, nice play by Camby.
There's an energy play from Marcus Camby. Hopefully that
Miller, yes.
Gets the Nuggets going and one. And again, the easiest way to run is block shots, turnover, steals, those kind of opportunity transition plays. But give Marcus Camby the credit there. First, little pass deflection. Wade almost has a layup. Camby rejects. Miller gets an outlet out to half court. That's when you have a mismatch.
First foul on Eddie Jones. Camby, the NBA's second leading shot blocker. And the free throw miss. Shaq has his first rebound. Shaquille averaging just under 12 rebounds a game. Dwayne Wade, if you're wondering, averaging 24 points a game, so he's really stepped up this year. He is a double-double threat. Eddie Jones, three-pointer, yes.
Well, Eddie can make that shot, and he's been struggling with shot, but again, Andre needs to not let him set his feet, chase him around those screens.
Last night, Eddie Jones made 3 of 5 three-pointers, but you're right, the previous 5 games, he was down near 30%. 3-2 Heat early. Carmelo being guarded by Jones. Canby along the baseline, coming deep. Missed it, and we got a late whistle and a foul.
Very late whistle, but good play from Melo, and that's one of the weaknesses of the Miami's defense is put Shaq in screen and roll. It really causes a lot of problems, and Melo brings Shaq right to the middle, and that gives Marcus a chance to attack the hoop.
Dwayne Wade picks up the foul. Marcus Canby free throw shooting by the numbers just 54%, but he's a better free thrower than that. Shot 71% last year. And the Nuggets lead 4-3.
And the Nuggets are going to have to go to work on their defensive end. And like Greg Buckner picking Wade up full court, that's his job. He's a defensive player, and Wade is the leading scorer on the Heat, so that's his job.
Eddie Jones takes a terrible shot. Kenyon Martin rebounds. Kenyon on the break. Miller, pick and roll. Over to Buckner. Three-pointer. Missed it. Canby goes and gets it. Marcus Camby over Shaq. No. Buckner, no. On the follow.
Good energy by the Nuggets there, though. Great fast break. Created 3 good shots. Just not able to knock it down.
Eddie Jones coming up short. Ahead, Melo. And Melo stepped out of bounds. Melo, I think, is still bothered a bit by that sprained ankle. He's not 100%, although he has recovered very quickly from that injury.
Yeah, and again, like what Carmelo did there, get out on the break, a little better pass. Melo would have delivered an easy 2 there, but nice to see Melo using some energy on the fast break.
Dwayne Wade, the 5th pick in the 2003 draft behind LeBron, Darko, Melo, and Chris Bosh. And we've got a whistle and the foul on Marcus Canby. So that's the first on Canby, ball out of bounds, the first team foul.
Again, that's a foul on Marcus Camby. And again, but Kenyon Martin, anytime the court's spread, you have to get pressure on the passer with Shaq in the middle, or it'll be too much for Marcus to handle.
4-3 Nuggets. Play 2.5 minutes. Wade, Haslem. Udonis Haslem has turned into a pretty good player. 11.5 points, 8 rebounds a game.
Well, he's really a role player, but his role has been spectacular so far in the season for Miami. Really done a nice job on the boards at 8.5.
Shot clock at 10. Miller. Buckner for three. Good rotation, yes. So Greg Buckner hits the three.
So often when you have Greg missed his first three, but you get the feeling that second one came to him in rhythm. Nice, another assist from Andre Miller, and Andre is on his game at penetrating.
Miami averages 98.5 points a game. Taking it to Shaq, he's doubled immediately. Long shot is off the heel from Wesley Pearson. Pearson starting the last couple of games. Andre Miller runs over a man, no call. Collision. Nuggets lead at 7-5.
Good push again by the Nuggets.
No, it's Melo. Melo along the baseline.
Well, Melo has a big-time mismatch with Wesley Pearson. He's a veteran player that's really out there because of his three-point shooting ability, and Melo can really, if he works hard without the ball, he can create any shot he wants to get.
Game plan, double-team Shaq every time he's got the ball. Pitch it out to Pearson. Dwayne Wade is not an active three-point shooter. That's one thing he can do is drive well. Canby, who likes to handle it. 9-5 Nuggets. And Canby in the lane. Collision, and Canby will go to the free throw line, we think.
And again, so important that the Nuggets run with multiple bodies on the fast break. Here you see 4 Nuggets involved, and Marcus was able to just dribble it up the court. No Heat player came to stop him. Take it right to the rack. Nice job, Marcus Camby.
First foul called on Udonis Haslem. In the last 7 quarters that Denver has played, they have scored 20-plus points in a quarter only once. That's struggling offense.
Well, they're well on their way to get above that tonight, and that's a good sign.
Canby, 2 for 2. So Marcus Camby off to a terrific start. 7 points and 8.5 rebounds he averages. Camby with 4 and 4 rebounds. And timeout called by Stan Van Gundy. Quick start for Jeff Buzdelik's team. 7:52 to go, first quarter. Nuggets 11, Heat 5. Early going, Denver leading Miami 11-5. Folks, your holiday shopping just got a little bit easier. The Denver Nuggets holiday package means you don't have to worry about the right size or collar. Starting at just $99, you can reward your nicest elf or brother-in-law with a 6-game package to see the men in blue. And they receive a limited edition Nuggets stocking to make their gift complete. Call 303-405-1212 and get your holiday package today. Along with Jerome Jurinovich and Bill Hanslick, I'm Chris Marlowe. Sellout crowd. We're anticipating the sellout crowd. We'll get the official numbers a little bit later to watch the Miami Heat, one of the great teams in the NBA and one of the class teams in the East. They're not even guarding Udonis Haslem. And Marcus Camby rebounds for the Nuggets.
It's one of those mind game.
Camby pump fake right around Shaq, lay it up and in. Marcus Camby, the best player on the floor in the first 4 minutes.
You're right, I wrote that down at the timeout. Marcus has been big, delivering passes, rebounding, blocking shots. That time just blew right by Shaq for a pretty 2.
Miami 42-40 a year ago. They closed with a rush as Shaq misses the layup. Andre Miller goes and gets it. Good hustle. As Bill Hanslick has detailed, energy level up tonight early. Pass to Canby, ill-advised. Canby went and got it. And back out to Buckner. And we've got a 3-second lane violation on Marcus Camby.
Offensive 3-second lane violation on Denver.
The Nuggets last time down. Nice pick and roll, Andre Miller. But watch how Shaq really helps off Camby with a beautiful ball fake. And with those long strides, gets right to the rim for an easy 2.
Dwayne Wade handling at the point. As we mentioned, averaging 24 points a game. Tries to go around the pick and roll. Haslem lost it. And to Melo. Melo should ride this up and in. Yes.
What a play by Carmelo Anthony there. That energizes your teammates. That's the kind of play that gets everybody going. Melo could have delivered a 2 over Wesley. Said, no, I'm going to reward Kenyon Martin for running the court hard.
First assist for Melo. Kmart gets his first 2 points. 15-5 our score. Haslem, you got to guard Eddie Jones. He's the one guy you have to guard out there.
Well, the 2 3-pointers, Eddie Jones and Wesley Person, but when you double Shaq, often guys are going to be open. That time they found the open man and he delivered.
Melo's got post position. Pull up. How about a 15-footer? Carmelo Anthony much too big and strong for any of the guys they can put on him, this Miami team.
Well, again, sort of the mini Shaq version here. Wesley Person just can't guard him in the post, and Melo took advantage of him that time.
Nuggets scoring 13 out of the last 16. Wade hits. So Dwayne Wade, who's only tried 4 3-pointers this year, he's made 2. He's got his first basket.
Well, that's a good shot, but I'd like to see the Nuggets go ahead and double that screen and roll. Don't go underneath the screen. Double Dwayne. Get that ball out of his hands.
Nuggets are standing. Buckner is held. So one thing, if you look at the Nuggets offense tonight, you haven't seen the shot clock running 5 seconds, and that's a good sign.
You're right, because again, they've gotten the ball up the court quickly, and when they've had to go half court, it's been up so quickly they've had a couple options.
Chandon Anderson, the former Utah Jazz and New York Knick, and Damon Jones also into the game. Damon Jones has been a red-hot three-point shooter, shooting 43% from three-point distance. Now, another buzzer, and here comes Nene.
And again, I like this substitution. You don't want to see Marcus Camby catch his second personal foul early in the first quarter. Good job to get him out. He's playing so well. Nuggets have a lead, so can take advantage.
Melo and an assist from Kenyon Martin. Melo's got 6 quick ones.
A little return of favor. Melo found Kenyon on the break that time. Kenyon finds Melo for a layup.
9-point Nugget advantage. So far, the pick and roll has not been effective. Haslam. Boy, tough to make shots when they're leaving you so wide open. You're thinking about it.
Well, Kenyon's playing the little mind game there, but he has got to come and challenge that shot once he makes the dribble. Shaq can't stay in the lane all day. Come and challenge it.
Chandon Anderson picks up the foul. And the 15th foul, so it's free throws for Nene.
And a great job by Nene. One of the things that Nene does so well is runs the middle of the court, and he's got great hands. Well, he's guarding Shaq, and he knows it. I got a tough matchup on the one end of the court, but run him the other way. And Andre Miller found him.
You saw the numbers on Nene, shooting just 27%. Forget all that. He missed 8 games. He didn't work out. He was rehabbing the leg injury, and he'll have some numbers. He'll have some numbers by the end of the year. He's not quite there yet.
You're right, Chris, and that's a great point. You got to go over the course of the season. Last year, Nene shot in the neighborhood of 55, 56%. That's the kind of player he'll be once he gets it going.
Nene at nearly 70% free throw shooting. Nuggets lead at 21-12. Wade lost the handle. Remember, Miami did play last night as Wade converts. He's got 4.
Again, the Nuggets chose to go underneath that screen. He's too good. I'd prefer to see him double him, get the ball out of his hands.
Carmelo into Nene. Got Carmelo. He did. But the pass was Aaron. Wade on the run. He pulls it right out of bounds over to the VIPs.
Well, last time down, again, the Nuggets trying to take advantage of He's trying to take advantage, but the Nuggets go underneath the screen. Dwayne Wade too good to just sit there and shoot that jump shot. Nuggets better off to go ahead and double that.
If he's
Blitz that pick and roll.
If he's out of the three-point line, then go under. But once he's inside that three-point line, he's too dangerous.
Yeah, I still, when in doubt, go ahead and double him because he's so good. He's so good with the ball. Again, the Nuggets' half-court movement has been great so far.
Second foul on Dwayne Wade, so that's big news. And he may have to go out. Keon Dooling set to check in, 5th-year kid from Missouri. No for Buckner. Well, Buckner, Dooling replaces Wade, so Wade sits down. And Buckner back to the line. Buckner an 85% free throw shooter. 8 points and a couple of rebounds against Cleveland. They tell you the good free throwers, they won't get mad when they miss one. Miss one anywhere, and it's gosh darn it. Darn it.
Well, you can see Greg's got a beautiful stroke, and he can get it done, so he won't miss many free throws.
22-14, Nuggets lead. Backdoor pass, nicely done. Assist from Shaquille O'Neal. Haslam. Oh! Nene. Shaq blocks it, but a foul.
Again, what a job. That's fast break basketball. Made bucket, and then they sprints, gets ahead of Shaq, and Shaq can't quite get back. Gets a little hand in his hip, and then they earns another 2 at the foul line.
Crowd favorite Earl Boykins is set to check in, 7th year out of Eastern Michigan. One more look at Nene.
Again, good double team, but Melo's got to come across and get in front of that cutter. But watch Nene. Shaq is a little bit ahead of him there, but beats him down the court.
Nene free throw good. I talked to Nuggets assistant Chip England before the game, and he said Nene did a very good job defensively against Shaq last year. So they expect to have Nene on him a lot tonight.
Well, again, watch Shaq in the post. What he does, he gets down real low, and he uses his leverage to keep Shaq away from the hoop. And that's what you have to do. You can't battle Shaq up top. You got to battle him down low.
Nene 1 of 2 in the Heat already with 16 fouls. So Nuggets can make their free throws down the stretch. Shaq fouls over Nene. So forget about the scouting report as Shaq flushes one right in Nene's face.
Kenyon a little slow getting over there on that double team, but Nene cannot let him go baseline. Force him into that double team into the middle.
Melo being guarded by Anderson with the pull. Melo Anthony hit, so Melo off to a terrific start, has 8.
And I thought I saw a little glimpse of that Melo smile. He's starting to get on a roll. Good sign for the Nuggets.
Now handling at the point, Damon Jones, 7th year out of Houston. Shaq's got it. Canyon's there. Rose with him. Oh my! Kenyon Martins.
What a play. Earl Boykins just waits for Damon Jones to get in the picture. Kenyon goes right over top.
That was a picture and a half. 2 for 1. Dooley missed it. Rebound Nene. Nuggets can run. 27-18 Nugs. Melo got a bad hit against Anderson. He does. Underneath. Pass. Nene. Got it. And Carmelo, what a spectacular pass.
What a job by Melo. Draws Shannon Anderson into the middle. Double team came, and Shaq came across to try to block that shot. Beautiful pass. And Nene finishes underneath.
Kenyon Martin splashed down. Give it up, Kenyon. Get it. Slam it. That's the formula. We'll be back. Biggest lead is 11, and this is it. The Nuggets 29, Miami 18. Don't forget, the NBA All-Star Game is coming to Denver, February 20th, 2005. You can vote for your favorite Nuggets, NBA.com or Nuggets.com or at any NBA arena. Don't forget to vote early and vote often.
You're absolutely right. We want to see some Nuggets in there. Right in, Earl Boykins.
Well, we said at the start of the show that the Nuggets stars had to step up, and so far they have. And we're talking about Carmelo and Kenyon.
Really, they really have. I mean, Kenyon delivered 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, made some spectacular fast break points, and Melo, 8 points, couple nice assists, 1 steal, and that's the big key.
Fast break points, Denver 11, Miami 0. Now Nene back at the line. Missed it. Denver's made 9 straight field goals. That'll get it done.
Well, it gets it done because they've been good shots, and a lot of that's because they push the ball up the court quickly.
2.5 minutes to go. We're in a great opening quarter. And, oh, Shaq is called for backing in. That's 2 on Shaq.
Again, give Nene credit there. Battled him down low. Shaq got a little frustrated and threw that left chicken wing in the chops of Nene. Watch his left arm. He kind of locks Nene up and then just throws him off. And
oh, man.
Pretty simple call.
So Shaq sits down, and a former Nugget is coming in, Michael Doliak. We've got a technical foul in addition. I tell you what, that was a bad call. That was just a little jostling, a little elbowing. Boykins free throw, yeah.
I thought it was a great call.
Well, of course you did, but you look at that replay.
You're right, Chris. Excuse me. You're absolutely right. If I'm Miami, I take a technical there and say, hey, get off our big man in there. They're pushing him around.
Nuggets lead it 30-18. Melo backdoor passes errant. Miami in early foul trouble here. Keon Dooley. First 4 years of his career with the Clips. And Dooley.
Well, there's again, the Nuggets cannot lose mental focus. That's a breakdown defensively. A guy taking 5 dribbles, getting the hoop for a dunk. Point guard, that shouldn't happen.
2 minutes.
Martin open on the roll, didn't get it. 6 to shoot. Down the middle, throws it away. Shannon Anderson. Played with Brian Russell in Utah for a number of years. They know each other very well. Michael Doliak. And Boykins rebounds. First rebound of the game for Boykins. Pace is slowed down a little bit. Earl double.
Nuggets trying to look down deep in the post, but just not able. That's 3 turnovers in a row. And again, when you try to do too much off the dribble, bad things happen. Ball movement, body movement. That's what this team needs.
Marcus Camby checks back in for Kenyon Martin. And Greg Buckner has come in. Also set to check in Brian Russell when the ball is dead. Minute 13 to play. Dooley, Haslam, and Haslam. Basket counts foul. Udonis Haslam this year, 14 double-doubles.
Well,
that's good consistency.
He's been a find because he was an undrafted player, played overseas. Miami grabbed him, and he's continued to prove his game, fits in perfectly with his team. And Nuggets played so well against the Heat starters, and now the Heat benches come on and kind of stem the flow.
Haslam, Nene rebounds. Nene averaging 4 rebounds a game. Last year he averaged 6. 30-22, an 8-point advantage. Buckner, Camby, Boykins, Russell, and Nene. Boykins. Yes, Earl Boykins scores.
What ball and body movement right there. Well executed play, and Earl just attacked the hoop, kissed it off the glass.
Jones goes it away. Camby, see what you got. Marcus. Out to Buckner, 3-ball. Yes!
Again, fast break basketball. The Nuggets able to get out ahead with a 3-on-3. That's an offensive advantage. Greg Buckner spots at the 3 and delivers a home run ball.
Jones. Russell's got it. 14 to shoot. They'll work for 1.
Again, Earl Boykins has been so good at the end of quarters. Here he goes again.
Earl blows by his man. Pump fake. Russell. Whoa! An air ball for Brian Russell. One of the highest scoring quarters of the year. 35 points for the Nuggets. At the end of 1, Denver leads Miami 35-22. You're watching Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Your home for Nuggets basketball all season long.
Andre Aldridge from our NBA TV studios in Secaucus, New Jersey. Highlights of the Raptors and the Cavaliers from Gund Arena. And I don't need to tell you, that's LeBron James finishing. Cleveland up 74-65. And here, third quarter action, and James to Ira Newell finds Drew Gooden, and he throws down hard. Cleveland up 82-74 after 3. About 4 minutes to go in this contest, 3:49, and Cleveland's up 91-90. Good contest. Vince Carter not playing because of food poisoning. Let's head down to the MCI Center where the Wizards are entertaining the Chicago Bulls, and the visitors get it to Eddie Curry, and he gets up to get it down, and the Wizards Wizards trailing actually by 7, 48-41. Now, Wizards down by 9. Bulls get it over to Antonio Davis. Bulls serious. Remember, they beat the Lakers at home last week, and right now they're up by 3 over the Wizards. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. This one, Kirk Heinrich 13, Gilbert Arenas with game-high 21. Now we want to get you back to the second quarter of the Nuggets and the Heat from the Pepsi Center. It's game night here on NBA TV.
Back at the Pepsi Center, a brilliant first quarter for the Denver Nuggets. They score their, well, not their season high, 37. That was against Dallas, but the next best at 35 points. Chris Marlowe, Bill Hanslick, Jerome Jurinovich. Outstanding performance by the Nuggets. What did they do right?
Well, what they did right, the energy level and the hustle was there. You just have to look up at the hustle board. 16-8 in favor of the Nuggets. Out-rebounded Miami 12-5. That energy level's there. The Nuggets are a very good team.
Backdoor Dwayne Wade back in. So 4 Miami starters have 2 fouls. They bring back Dwayne Wade. Christian Laettner is in, along with Doliak and Jones and Dooley. 5 on the floor for Miami. And we're going to get a foul. And the third foul on Dwayne Wade. Wow, Buckner got bumped, and he continued it on, and he drew the foul.
Well, Greg Buckner pulled a really nice veteran play there. He said, look, call me for the travel if you want, but he bumped me. So watch him kind of walk and look back at the official, said, you call it. It's either a travel or a foul on Wade, but great play by Greg Buckner to bait Dwayne Wade into his third foul, and that was a foul.
So Wade has to sit. He goes to the bench with 6 points. Rasul Butler comes in, third year out of LaSalle. Canby back in. Boykins. Oh, nice lift. Inside Elson. Shot blocked. Elson again. Yes. Francisco Elson with second effort.
Well, you know, it started off the game. The Stars came with energy. Now the bench is coming with energy. What a play, Francisco.
37-24. The advantage is 13. That's the biggest lead. Eddie Jones. Doliak. And Doliak hits the two.
Well, that's Michael's game. He can set screens and hit that open jumper. He gets a little late getting back to him, but still good defense.
Boykins back to Canby. Canby a little bit off the mark there, and Eddie Jones says, I'll take it. Eddie Jones, the long-time Los Angeles Laker. Taking it to Leitner. Leitner coming off a great game. Butler. Butler. He misses. Francisco Elson rebounds.
Again, the Nuggets pushing the basketball, but have really kept the heat on the perimeter. Not many inside shots.
Boykins has 3. Russell. Russell nails it.
B. Russ played a little possum, shot an air ball at the end of the third. That time, nothing but twine as the Nuggets build their lead.
So Denver, 40, the Heat 26. That is the biggest lead. You look at the numbers. Denver's shooting has been unbelievable. Doliak runs over a man, charging.
Great play by Marcus Camby. Knows Doliak's going to take that shot, get up on him. Doliak's not the kind of guy that can put the ball on the floor. Brian Russell draws the charge.
When Shaq left, Denver was up by 11. Now they're up by 14. Shaq on the bench and off the bench quickly. He's back in.
And the Nuggets just need to keep moving the ball. Get Shaq involved with pick and roll type plays.
Russell. Elson. And Elson off the glass. 9:20 to go here in the first half. Shaq, he'll put that one to bed.
Shaq, when he spreads out underneath the hoop, he's just too big. Jeff Pastelek again exhorting his team, run.
4 for Shaq. So far the Nuggets have done a pretty good job of containing the Big Daddy. Russell cuts through. Shot clock down to 5. Canby. Canby attacking Shaq. Oh, an offensive foul. Good idea. Let's go back to the other end. Can't use the hack of Shaq when the daddy gets low.
Boy, and Shaq just backs up under the middle like that. No pressure on the ball. Easy delivery.
See ya. Back at the Pepsi Center here. Nuggets 40-28. Upcoming games, what's on top? Altitude Sports, the Orlando Magic coming in, Grant Hill and company on Monday, and then it's off on a 12-day, 7-game road trip starting at Washington and then at Toronto. Both teams are playing well.
And again, that's why these home games are so important. Nuggets on a big-time road trip, so they've got to deliver some wins at home.
I'd like to welcome all of you watching around the country on NBA TV. Jeff Buzdelik's team wanted to get a good start, and the Nuggets leading 35-22 at the end of the first quarter. Dwayne Wade, the budding superstar for the Miami Heat, is on the bench with 3 fouls. Earl Boykins, and score. The Nuggets have had more energy and better execution tonight.
Again, great steal by Earl Boykins. Melo leads him, but what I loved about that play, Kenyon Martin followed it up. He didn't say this ball's going down.
And Dooling have all kinds of trouble against Earl Boykins, and they call the hold on Earl. Earl Boykins so valuable, he can do so many things for you, but stealing the ball is his game.
It really is. It ignites the fast break, and great job. I thought that was a bailout call because I thought Earl had good defense again on Dooling.
42-28, Shaq. And the Nuggets have it again. Throw it. Kenyon to Carmelo Anthony, and Anthony scores.
Look at the speed on that fast break. Again, the Nuggets attack off a turnover with 3 players. Heat with a timeout. Great job again, fast break basketball.
Fast break points, Nuggets 15, Miami Heat just 2. Kenyon Martin with the dish, Carmelo with the finish.
Andre Aldridge from our NBA TV studios. The Milwaukee Bucks entertaining the hottest team in the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs. Manu Ginobili scoring there. Spurs up by 8. San Antonio has reeled off 6 consecutive wins, sit at 14-3, the best record in the NBA, along with Seattle. Going and scoring there. Tim Duncan to the basket for the layup. They're up by 10, and right now with 10:19 to go in the third, they're still up 10, 52-42. Duncan has 14, as does Desmond Mason. Let's get back to Denver for the action between the Heat and Nuggets.
John Elway, certainly a familiar face in Denver and around the country. We hope to talk to John Elway, and maybe we get Jerome Jurinovich over there and find out who's going to win that big Broncos-Chargers game tomorrow.
Well, John's always been a huge fan of the Nuggets, and I remember when he was traded from Baltimore here, they gave him a couple tickets to one of the first Nugget games he ever went to, and he hasn't stopped coming since then.
Shaquille O'Neal has been consistently double-teamed, and he's got an offensive foul. He runs over Canby, and that's 3 on Shaq.
Well, Marcus did a great job there. He took away the baseline, knowing that Kenyon was in the middle. Marcus said, "Get me on the floor quick. That's a big body coming my way."
So Shaq has to go to the bench. That's the last we'll see of him, we think, in the second quarter. So Shaq on the bench. And let's see if Dwayne Wade, Dwayne Wade's still on the bench. Both have 3 fouls. Nugget defense has been airtight. 44-28 Nuggets. Carmelo. Off Candy's head out to Earl. Earl bumped into the ref. Off the heel. Miami will run a little bit. Jones into Leighton. Doliak, yes, good position on Carmelo Anthony.
Well, Melo just lost a little focus there. Doliak, not a post-up player. Got to deny that pass too easy.
Doliak's got 6 off the bench. Earl around his man. Flip it out to Melo. Melo's been making his shots. He's a streaky shooter. He can really get it going.
And that's a perfect shot to take when the ball comes from underneath out and you're looking dead at the hoop. Melo just stepped in and delivered a pretty jumper off an assist from Earl Boykins.
Melo's got 12, but 6 of 6 shooting. Leitner. Eddie Jones fumble for a moment. And Leitner hits.
And the only trouble the Nuggets have had with defense tonight is when they've gone underneath those screens, and he'd have gotten some open shots off of those.
Canby. Nice pass. Martin missed the jam. Buckner got it. And the Nuggets standing around. There's a foul. So Kenyon Martin thought he got fouled, and he is, well, he's giving the stink eye to the far official.
And Greg Buckner barking too. A couple guys. Leitner with a little slap on the wrist, no call. Watch Greg Buckner go up. Doliak slaps him.
Kenyon's got to get back in the action.
You just can't worry about it. You got to get back in and just keep competing. And this is a key point in the game. Nuggets with a 14-point lead with a Heat deep in their bench.
Jones trying to get away from Earl Boykins. He tips it away again. Andre Miller. And Andre Miller scores, and the Nuggets defense has been very, very good.
Well, Earl's got Damon Jones' number right now. There's another one.
Boykins.
And Van Gundy's going to his bench going, we got to get Damon Jones out of there. That's 3 steals for 3 layups, all created by Earl Boykins.
Boykins is just creating havoc. Jones. Doliak. Got to get on Doliak. Jeff Bledsoe knows that. Doliak now with 6.
Again, you've got to show hard on Doliak screens because he won't roll all the way to the hoop. He wants to spot up for that jumper.
Melo, high arch. He finally missed the shot. He's human. 6 of 7 now. 5:15 to go in the half. Both teams shooting very well here in the second half. Miami 5 of 7, but they keep turning it over. Stolen by Melo. Melo. 3 of 6. 5 of 7. 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 5 of Boykins wide open for the three if they can get it to him. Nice pass. Andre Melo assists the name.
Well, that was a unique way to get an assist, but the 2 points come, and another Miami timeout.
20-second timeout, Miami. Earl Boykins, a one-man defensive wrecking crew.
Well, Earl, again, when you have turnovers and you create steals, that's the easiest way to run. Earl Boykins there's 2 in a row right there with Earl, and he had one earlier. That's 3 times the Nuggets have delivered off a steal, but little pass off the backboard and then back to Nene. But when you cut to the hoop, more often than not, people are going to find you for layups.
The biggest lead of the ball game. Denver up by 18. Shaq on the bench with 3 fouls. Dwayne Wade on the bench with 3 fouls. A reminder, if you're looking for an awesome alternative to birthday fun, employee rewards, or just a get-together with the gang, then a Nuggets game is just what you're looking for. Discounted tickets are available for groups of 20 or more. So call 303-405-1212 or visit nuggets.com. Andre Miller, Nene, Carmelo Anthony, Earl Boykins, and Kenyon Martin, the 5 on the floor for the Nuggets. Yep.
And Miami has gone back to Dwayne Wade.
I was going to ask you if you thought that they might bring one of the 2 back in. But they choose Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony has 14.
And the Nuggets may be setting a career high of steals in this first half. Another fast break, too.
Stan Van Gundy going nutty on the bench. This team can't hang on to the rock. Leitner. Took 8 steps and got away with it.
Getting out on those pick and roll screens. Miami just converts.
Leitner trying to get the foul. Christian Leitner has only played in 6 games. He had 23 last night. He's going to be a good pickup for them.
He really has. Last time down, though, Melo playing some D, just with those quick hands. Steals it from Shannon Anderson and gets 2.
Pass back door stolen by Doliak. Here comes Dwayne Wade out to Eddie Jones. Eddie. And Eddie lays it in. Nuggets have to be careful here in the last 4 minutes.
Nuggets have just gotten a little sloppy with their passing.
Nene over to Carmelo. Boykins. Melo with a good look at the 3. Inside out, missed it.
Unfortunate both ways there. Melo a little too straight, got to bend those knees, but Nene had inside position, but the ball just came off long.
Shannon Anderson to Leitner. And Doliak, who's been very good off the bench with 8 points. 54-40, the lead has been cut to 14, and a good timeout by Jeff Buzz Dillon.
Good timeout, because again, the Nuggets have just lost some focus. Keep your feet on Leitner. He's out of his range, and he just goes right up the middle for an easy 2 delivery to Doliak.
We're back. Nuggets lead by 14. Let's go to Jerome with a special guest. Jerome?
Thank you, Chris. Our first game in high definition and a Hall of Famer in the house. John Elway, always great to see you at a Nuggets game. I know you've been a Nuggets fan since you first moved to Denver. How excited are you to have the NBA All-Star game here this year?
You know, it's always awesome. I mean, this is the greatest sports town in the country, and to have the All-Star game here, it's great for Denver.
Have you filled out your ballot yet?
Not yet, but I got a notice to fill out the ballot, so I'm going to start filling it out.
Feel free to write in Earl Boykins. I've been doing it all week. Hey, are you confident in tomorrow's Broncos-Chargers game?
You know, I tell you what, it's a huge game for them. And coming off last week's loss, I'm sure that they'll bounce back and play well, and they'll beat the Chargers.
We appreciate your time, John. Enjoy the game. Hall of Famer John Elway, back to you, Chris.
3 to shoot. Kenyon Martin launches. And Miami rebounds. John Elway, he sounds like he's beaten the Chargers a million times, but he says, yeah, they'll beat the Chargers. They'll beat him. John Elway, they'll beat him. 14-point advantage for the Nuggets. Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne Wade with 3 fouls and 8 points. Nene And the Nuggets getting very sloppy here in the last 3 minutes.
Well, again, that's been one of their problems this year. They lose mental focus at inopportune time. This is the backup team on the court, and they've cut an 18-point lead down to 12 and a chance to cut it to 10. Nuggets need to pick it up here the last couple minutes.
Wade and Dooling in the backcourt for Miami now. Dwayne Wade pivot, boys, he can get to the glass. He's got 10.
Again, the Nuggets choose to slide out on the screen roll. Dwayne Wade exploits that weakness.
The lead has been cut to 10. Melo baseline. Boykins. And suddenly, Nuggets have gone cold. Outlet Wade. Wade right by his man, missed the layup. He's fouled. Fouls on Andre Miller, and that's 2 on Miller.
Again, Dwayne Wade with that beautiful crossover. I guess they called Andre with a little shove down low, but that's a pretty weak call.
So Kenyon Martin going to get a blow. Boykins goes out. And Dwayne Wade, as a free thrower, 75.5%. Missed 21 games a year ago with an injury, still averaged 16 points a game. But you talk about a guy going from 16 points to 24 points a game. Dwayne Wade, that's called stepping up.
It really is, and he's done it because he's such a tremendous worker. This guy goes at his game.
Dwayne Wade makes a couple. And suddenly, the Nuggets lead has been cut to 8. Buckner. And the Nuggets back it out. A 12-0 scoring run before Carmelo Anthony hits. Carmelo Anthony now with 16 here in the first half.
Nuggets need to pick up their defensive intensity now. More pressure on the ball. Then you see Andre just sloughing off.
Wade trying to get away from the physical defense of Greg Buckner. 10 to shoot. Dooling nearly lost it again. Leitner. Canby had it. And I think Canby got fouled.
Doliak can't believe it,
Yeah.
but Marcus Camby got knocked down. But fortunate they called it on Doliak because Wade was in the area. It could have been on him.
2 on Doliak, 3rd on the team. Nuggets ball out of bounds. Don't forget, Orlando Magic coming to town. It's going to be a fun game. Magic with a host of outstanding players, Stevie Francis. Nene. Carmelo, he's been hot. Not that time. Dooling rebounds. Keon Dooling. Out of Missouri in his 5th year. Trying to get by Nene. And Nene says no.
Well, that time they went ahead and switched that play. And Dooling thought he had the big guy, but Nene's a quick big man.
And Eddie Jones shaken up over near the Miami sideline. They'll attend to him. So that's a big blow to Miami. If Eddie Jones can't return, he'll sit next to Shaq. If you just joined us, Shaquille O'Neal on the bench with 3 fouls. Dwayne Wade playing with 3 fouls. Carmelo Anthony has 16 points here in the first half. He's been outstanding. 6 to shoot. Andre Miller lob, and it goes right out of bounds. So the Nuggets out of sync on that offensive possession. The Nuggets half-court execution is a work in progress. Really, Miami's Dwayne Wade falls down. Shot clock about 1.5 seconds ahead of the game clock. So Wade, let's see what he does here. 2nd year out of Marquette. Golden Eagles? I think so. They'll double Wade. And they foul him. That's going to be, let's see if they give him 3 free throws here.
And again, not a smart play by Andre Miller. The play was to double team Wade, and you reach in, and that's the kind of play that happens, and it gets Miami back in the game. 2
on Andre. And Wade to the free throw line. Wade, he's made 5 of 7 shots. He's got 12 points after a slow start. And Denver's going to take a 20-second timeout. They're going to bring in Earl Boykins for the last shot of the first half. So buzzer beater Earl is coming in.
Sounds like a good choice to go to me. This guy's delivered Well, he's probably in double-figure game or times occurrences or whatever of making last-second shots, and I'm sure Jeff Van Gundy's going, get the ball out of Earl's hands.
Leading scorer in the NBA right now is Dirk Nowitzki of Dallas. Where does Dwayne Wade fit in? Nowitzki just over 27. Kobe dropping after a subpar performance. Amari, Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, 24 and a half.
Wayne's had a nice first half here, even though he's been in foul trouble.
You watched some of the Spurs and the Pistons last night?
That was a great game, but a classic confrontation in two teams that potentially could meet in the finals.
Both teams shooting well in the first half. Eddie Jones heading out, so they'll work on Jones, and we'll see if he can play in the second half. Not sure what's wrong with him. Try to get a report. I mentioned both teams shooting well. Denver 58%, Miami 62%. Miami shooting 79% here in the second quarter. Jeff Bezdelik won't want to hear those numbers at halftime. Dwayne Wade misses two. Miami gets the rebound. Doliak. And Doliak scores.
Another mental error. Melo just forgot to block off.
Buckner for three, and it goes. Too long. So the Nuggets, they don't play well in the last 10 seconds, but a very good first half for the Denver Nuggets as they lead it big. That's the end of the first half. Nuggets on top. You're watching Altitude Sports and Entertainment, your home for Nuggets basketball all season long. Brandon Cruz in the studio when we come back. Shaquille O'Neal, a very quiet first half. 4 points, 2 rebounds. First battle with foul trouble. Nuggets have an interesting game plan. They double team him every single time he gets it.
Well, they really did, and they, again, Miami probably not feeling very bad being down only 8 with Shaq only playing 11 minutes.
Dwayne Wade, number 3, 6'4", 212, second year out of Marquette. We've got a whistle and a foul on Greg Buckner. So Buckner, that's 2. Miami ball out of bounds, first team foul here at the start of the third quarter.
Now the rookie ref, Anthony Jordan, decides to make a quick call there, but I thought Greg Buckner did a nice job.
Kenyon Martin with a steal, and he kicks it out of bounds.
Well, what's the difference between that play and the one before?
Kenyon Martin had the steal. Udonis Haslem was closely in pursuit.
Looked like he was tackling him from behind, and I don't quite understand that call. Why is that a new 24?
No, Miami ball. Haslem tipped away. Nice play, Kenyon Martin. Nuggets with a slow break. Andre Miller turns it up.
Again, I'd like to see Andre push it hard. Don't jog it up the court. Push it. He let Miami D get set up. He made a nice move, but too much to deliver on a left-handed shot there.
Dwayne Wade to Shaq. Doubled. Shaq with the power move. Blocked by Canby. Beautiful block by Marcus Canby. And the Nuggets wait for the big man. In low to Melo. He's got a big weight advantage on Wesley Pearson.
I think this is a situation. It's great to get Melo in that post, but they've got to get cutters. Defense is set up. It's hard to, the double team will eventually come, and then it's hard to get rotations going.
First foul on Person. Ball out of bounds. Melo broke free for a moment. They're taking it low to Melo. See ya. Melo right up in. Shaq got there a second too late.
Get Kenyon Martin. Nice pinpoint passing there. Person on a front side. Melo able to spin by him, and Shaq too late.
Carmelo Anthony has 18 to lead all Nugget scores. In low to Shaq. And Shaq misses the free throw. Canby fouls. So Marcus Canby, I'm not sure if that was part of the hack of Shaq. Let's go back. Pick up Carmelo Anthony.
In the one big mismatch, Melo can post up Eddie Jones or Presley down low. That time did a nice job of using his size.
Shaq free throw perfect. What's Shaq shooting this year, you say? 45% from the free throw line. He's made 91 of 199.
Well, and that free throw was going up. I mean, I think he hit a low point in the low 30s, so. Saw the other day he had a game where he made 10 out of 14.
There you go. 1 of 2 for Shaq. Melo backing in against Jones. That's a great matchup, and Melo scores easily. Melo's got 20.
Beautiful play by Melo. Patient, back him in, don't draw the charge. But when you get it down that deep, one-on-one, Melo's gonna deliver.
Dwayne Wade.
Again, Nuggets choose to go underneath the screen, and they burned again by Dwayne Wade. This guy can score. Get the ball out of his hands. Double team when he comes off pick and roll.
Wade's got 14. Nuggets run pick and roll. Canby. That's the shot. He can make that. Then he has the ability to go around Shaquille when he does come out.
Yeah, and he can make that shot. When Marcus kind of gets that one dribble going towards the hoop, gets his legs underneath him, he's money.
Marcus Camby's got 8 to go with 8 rebounds. Person nearly stripped into Shaq. He's got great position. And he scores and a foul. So Canby trying to foul him, could not wrap him up. And here comes Nene. 4th foul on Canby.
Marcus is battling hard, but that's too much to handle. The Nuggets need to dig back in there and give him some help.
He's trying to foul him. He's trying to hack him. Unable. So Nene will come in. Marcus will sit. Shaq trying to complete the 3-point play. And we've got a lane violation on Andre Miller. How many three-point shots do you think Shaquille O'Neal has made in his career, Bill Hansley? Give me a guess. How many?
From beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc, yeah, how many?
2.
He's made 1 of 20. His last three-pointer, his only three-pointer came in 1996. He hasn't tried one in the last 3 years. 9.5 minutes to go. 62-53, Melo. Shaq rebounds.
That's how Melo forced that shot a little bit. Lost his dribble. Probably should have just...
Dwayne Wade and contact with Nene, and Nene picks up his 2nd foul. So the Nuggets starting to have a little foul trouble of their own.
Again, Dwayne Wade is so good. He averages 11.5 free throw attempts a game. Nene trying to get across just a little late. Greg Buckner, Andre Miller have to find Wade early in the offense.
Dwayne Wade with 15. Now he's got 16. So Miami playing catch up. At one time, the Heat trailing by 20 in the 2nd quarter. Now it's 62-57. Carmelo with 10 to shoot. And Eddie Jones going to pick up the foul outside. So Eddie Jones with the bump. And let's check the fouls on Eddie Jones.
Miami
That's 3.
That looks like Van Gundy was going to go to his bench, but I think he realized that was only 3, so he's going to leave him in. Eddie Jones, a very good defensive player.
Melo around the screen, bouncing in low to Martin. Nice steal, Udonis Haslem. So Miami trailing by just 7. Dwayne Wade. Melo rebounds. They like to post Carmelo if they can. Andre Miller. Shot clock down to 5. Andre up and under. Shot blocked. Nicely done by Miami. Eddie Jones, pump. Shaq's got great position in low, and he'll shoot 2.
Melo just rolled that ankle again. Eddie Jones made a little move, and it buckled a little on him. That's why Eddie Jones was able to pass right there. And that's usually what happens when you have a sprained ankle. No matter what you do, you always seems like you just tweak it again.
3rd foul on Andre Miller. Nuggets are out of fouls at the 8-12 mark.
Well, it may be smart, maybe even bring in Francisco and go to the hack-a-shack.
Shaquille free throwing 1 for 4, now 1 for 5. Don't tell me we've got another lane violation. I cannot believe it. Another lane violation.
Well, fool me once.
No, Andre Miller, what's he doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's
He's done that twice.
That's a mental focus. You've got to get your head in the game.
Until Shaq releases it. Mendo get it. It's coming off. My gosh. 62-55.
Andre so wants to get that rebound and start to break, but be patient.
Down the middle, Nene. Pretty good pass there by Kenyon. Here comes D-Wade. Stolen by Nene. Outlet Buckner. 3-on-3.
Nuggets have numbers now, 4-on-3.
Carmelo. Yes.
Well, Eddie Jones had to play two guys and had to split them, and you can't do that with Kenyon. He'll just throw it up high. Nice pass, Melo.
Kenyon Martin now with 6 points. Anthony leads all Nugget scores with 20. Dwayne Wade has 16. Ball tipped. And it's Nuggets ball.
Again, the Nuggets create turnovers. They're able to run, and then they gets on the floor. Scraps gets it to Greg Buckner, and Melo hustles into the play, creates a 4-on-3. Just a little lob dunk, a little HD TV dunk.
64-55, Nuggets lead back up to 9. Miami with 4 turnovers already in the quarter. Martin, ball back baby. Off the side of the glass, Shaq's got his 5th rebound. Eddie Jones. Eddie can't convert. Carmelo, Anthony, Nene, Kenyon Martin, Andre Miller, and Greg Buckner for the Nuggets. Dwayne Wade now on Andre Miller. And another turnover for the Nuggets. A three-pointer from the corner from Wesley Pearson.
The Nuggets struggle, did not get back on defense, and Wesley Pearson makes him play. Hey.
His first basket of the night, it's a three-pointer. Carmelo around the screen. Miller. Kenyon. Nene got it. Nene doing a good job with physical position that time. He's got 7.
He really did. Good passing that time by the Nuggets on the interior defense of Miami. That time they didn't turn over, and Nene was able to knock home that little chippy.
Nuggets getting some production off the bench tonight. So is the Heat. Wade trying to find a seam. Haslam, Shaq, and Shaq pounds it through. Once Shaq has it there, you can just about forget about it. Shaquille O'Neal, a three-point opportunity coming up. First foul on Kenyon Martin. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Nuggets 66, Heat 60. Jerome Jurinovich and Bill Hanslick. I'm Chris Marlowe. The lead was 8 at the half. It's now 6. Miami Heat getting a little production from Shaq. He's made 2 out of 3 field goals. He's got 3 rebounds. He's getting to the line. And Shaq free throwing, well, yeah, it's not good.
Well,
it's all bad.
It's dropping off of that because he's 1 for 5 tonight, and he's really 1 for 7 because there's been 2 lane violations on Andre Miller. So we'll see if the Nuggets resort to a little hack-a-shack at the end of this quarter.
Shaq's got 9. And the big Aristotle at the free throw line. And he knuckleballs one in. So Shaquille with 10, he averages 20.5 and just under 12 rebounds, but he's shooting 60% from the field. He's pretty good. 5-point advantage now. And they're double teaming Melo.
So good on their pick and roll D, they show out well.
Carmelo pulling up. Shaq rebounds. So the Heat can pull even closer. Wade drops it, missed it. Maybe Elson with some intimidation there.
Well, Boykins out fast on the break there, looking for an opportunity.
Earl down the lane, pop it to Nene. He has not been making the shot. His outside jumper has not been effective so far early in the season.
And they probably would have been better off to go ahead, take one dribble in, get a little closer.
Damon Jones now in the backcourt with Dwayne Wade. Shandon Anderson, Shaq, Udonis Haslem. Wide open, Haslem. Oh! And Nene gobbles up the rebound. Nene. Basket counts foul.
What a play by Earl Boykins. Andre Miller pulls up on the wing. Earl gave him a little look. That was just enough time for Nene to get underneath. But watch Nene rip down this rebound between two Heat players and start the fast break. And Earl rewards him with a pretty no-look pass.
Nene with 9 off the bench. 3 of 5 shooting. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He completes the three-point play. So Nene in double figures. I believe that is his season high of 10. He's the only other Nugget besides Anthony with double figures. 4:15 to go in the third. Nuggets 69, Heat 61.
They really determined tonight.
Shandon Anderson threw it away. Nuggets looking to break.
Fortunate that they couldn't get that ball out. There were some Nuggets.
Earl with the runner. Tipped out. Carmelo. Earl for 3. Shaq Daddy's got it. 8 rebounds now for Shaquille O'Neal.
Excellent ball movement again that time by the Nuggets. Just couldn't quite put the shot down, but great job.
Shaq's shot was blocked, I think. It pops out to D. Wade. And Wade is fouled.
Nugget bench hollering, hey, does Shaq ever get out of the painted area? How about 3 seconds?
Francisco Elson picks up a personal. Nuggets been out of team fouls a long time, and Dwayne Wade back to the line.
Again, Dwayne Wade, it's just, he averages, Chris, 11 free throw attempts a game, and you just always see him around the hoop. He just always seems to be attacking, coming up with a loose ball. He gets to the free throw line.
There have been 4 Marquette players drafted in the first round, all time. Dean Memminger, going way back, Bo Ellis, Butch Lee, Dwayne Wade. Nene goes out. Maybe the best 5-minute stanza for Nene this year.
Nene really played well, and that's his game. Nene won't dominate points, rebounds, etc., but he does it all. He gets steals, he runs the court, plays good defense on Shaq.
They run pick and roll against Shaq. Francisco. Got it. Francisco Elson off the popping pick or the pick and pop.
If you need a shot, put Shaq into pick and roll, and that's what Francisco's role is going to be right here.
Damon Jones, automatic, yes. Damon Jones in his 7th year from Houston, he's got a couple.
Earl tried to jump the lane for a steal and just couldn't get into that lane quick enough.
75-61 Nuggets hanging on to a 6-point lead. 10 to shoot. Boykins, high arch. Oh! 9 for Earl.
The crowd appreciates that one. Earl shot that to the rafters.
73-65 now. It's an 8-point Nugget advantage. Nice pass, Haslem. So no backdoor coverage there. They doubled Shaq. Haslem's got 10.
Melo was a little worried about Shandon Anderson. Got to take away that easy layup first.
Buckner casts off. Yes. Greg Buckner's got 10. Nuggets respond.
The energy level when Earl Boykins has gotten into the game has really risen, and the Nuggets starting to find some more offense.
Wade against Buckner. Cross-court pass, Earl's got it. And Earl lost it out of bounds. Let's go back just a moment ago. Earl, the teardrop runner. Timeout. We're back. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Nuggets 76, Heat 67. The Denver Nuggets Family Nights are the most popular ticket package in the city. For just $59, your family receives 4 tickets, 4 pizzas, 4 Pepsis, and a $10 ESPN Zone card. No better deal for family entertainment. Packages are going fast, so get your family on the fun bandwagon. Visit the Pepsi Center box office or logging on to nuggets.com today.
What a deal that is. I wasn't here. I'd be buying that.
Lots of youngsters here tonight. The big crowd watching the Denver Nuggets leading the Miami Heat out of the Eastern Conference. Miami Heat with a record of 11-6. The Denver Nuggets with a record of 8-7. Tonight, the first high-definition telecast. We're hoping you're enjoying it wherever you are on Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Miami Heat. They bring in Michael Doliak, and Shaquille O'Neal gets a rest. Now Dwayne Wade against Buckner. They double him. And we've got a wrestling foul inside, and Doliak caught again. Must be that haircut.
Doliak thought he had a mismatch, and Greg Buckner just slides back. And what?
Oh, that's a good call.
He got that little chicken wing up.
Doliak with 4 personals. No, make it. Let's check that. It's 3 personals. 76-67. Nelson pump. Off the heel. Haslam rebounds. So the last minute 15 of the third quarter. Now Jones against Boykins. Doliak. Kicked away. Buckner. Buckner is taken down. 3 shots coming to Greg Buckner. And that's 4 fouls on Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade took off after Greg Buckner. Greg did a nice job sealing. We'll see if that's a flagrant foul or not. This looked like a hard foul.
Yeah.
You can't go to the head on this play, and Dwayne Wade went way up with 2 hands, got him with the body.
Buckner having a good game. Got 10 points. And now just 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Give Greg credit again by getting in that foul into the passing lane and stealing the basketball, drawing the 4th on.
Buckner misses a couple. Saw Wade go out for the last 50 seconds. Eddie Jones comes in. Butler. 10 to shoot. Eddie Jones against Nelson. Francisco with a rebound.
Nuggets want to continue to push the pace.
Russell's hit. Good ball movement. Earl gets it back. Low to Martin. Martin drops it off. Elson. Basket counts foul. Then Cisco Elson working inside. He's got 6.
Nuggets fortunate there. Kenyon trying to get it to Cisco, and it got deflected, but Cisco able to pick it up. Nice mismatch there, but that ball deflected, but Cisco got there first. Able to power that ball up and in.
3rd foul on Shandon Anderson. And Francisco Elson, who did not play in the Cleveland game. Heck, maybe he should have. He's playing well tonight. He's got 7 off the bench. Francisco Elson also has 4 rebounds.
One shot from Miami. And you don't want to see any threes. Look for Doliak spotting up.
Eddie Jones wants to take the 3. Butler. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So the Denver Nuggets led by 8 at the half. At the end of 3, they lead by 12. 79-67. You're watching Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Your home for Nuggets basketball all season long. A 6-0 run. The quarter for the Nuggets. Pepsi Center here in downtown Denver. Big crowd on hand tonight. I'm Chris Marlowe, Bill Hanslick with me. Jerome Jurinovich patrolling the sidelines. Nuggets led by 8 at the half, 12 at the end of the 3rd as we prepare to start the 4th quarter. And the Nuggets with a good 3rd quarter. And they'll come back with Earl Boykins, Greg Buckner, Francisco Elson, Brian Russell, and Kenyon Martin. Christian Laettner into the game for the Heat. Shaquille O'Neal also back. Earl lost it. And trying to pick it up. The Heat have it. Keon Dooling back in on the outside. He had some trouble with the defensive pressure of Earl Boykins in the first half.
Nuggets ran into some turnover problems in the second quarter. Hopefully that doesn't continue in the fourth.
And Russell rebounds. Nuggets will run. You look at the numbers through 3 quarters. Both teams shooting well. 57 and 55. That'll do it. Buckner for 3. Way short. Air ball out of bounds.
Greg just rushed that shot just a hair, but that's a shot you definitely want him to take. Wide open.
Bobcats beat the Knicks tonight. Magic beat the Grizzlies. We'll see the Magic here on Monday night. 96-91 was the final there. So little Hubie getting a defeat. Mike Fratello. Eddie Jones on Buckner. 7 to shoot. Laettner. Laettner can make that shot. He made it at Duke, and he has made it in his 13 years in the NBA. He's a good shooter. 79-69.
He fits in perfectly with the Miami Heat.
Kenyon Martin wide open. Rebounded by Shaq.
Good look again by the Nuggets on offense, not able to deliver. Kenyon just faded away a little bit on that shot, but it's a good one that he can make.
Butler. Carmelo Anthony on the bench at the moment. Carmelo Anthony, the leading scorer for the Nuggets. 20.
What a play. Watch Francisco the whole way down. Sprinted down the court, beat Shaq down, then came out on the pick and roll. Shaq couldn't get out. Earl delivered the jumper.
Earl has delivered 11 points, 81-69. Another jumper. Shaq, nice rebound. Eddie Jones. Eddie scores it.
Greg Buckner gambled and took off, and the Nuggets didn't have the rebound. Would have had a fast break, but a long rebound went to Shaq.
Boykins pops it out. Elson, a long jumper. No, he threw it to Kenyon Martin. Kenyon, third effort, yes.
Kenyon Martin beat up those rebound stats. He gets 2 offensive rebounds on that play.
Shaq has a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Kenyon Martin, 8 points and 8 rebounds. So Kenyon Martin getting into the act. Andre Miller will be in when the ball is dead.
Well, you look at Kenyon on again. You're talking about superstars stepping up. Kenyon nearing a triple-double. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists from the big power forward.
Timeout taken by Miami. So Jeff Buzdelik looks up. And what does he say with 9:17 to go in the game? The Nuggets 83, the Heat 71.
Andre Aldridge from our NBA TV studios. Hornets entertaining the defending champion Detroit Pistons, and you see Chauncey Billups getting it inside to his main man, Ben Wallace. Detroit up 51-38 at the break. Fourth quarter, Tayshaun Prince. Big follow jam right there off the Ben Wallace miss. They're up 80-67 as we take another look. Detroit goes on to win this one, 92-69. The winning numbers, 22 points for Ben in this one. Double-double for Tayshaun, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists in the contest. Hey, game night for NBA TV on Sunday night. That's when Steve Nash and the high-flying Phoenix Suns will be in the Pacific Northwest, Rose Garden to be exact, to take on the Portland Trail Blazers. They'll get things started at 9 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we'll have pre- and post-game coverage for you here, right here on NBA TV. Now let's get you back to the Pepsi Center for the Nuggets and the Heat. There's Rocky.
America. Just a moment ago. Go Rocky, go Rocky. And he hits from half court.
Parks, did I call that out? When he walked out, I said he's making tonight.
Carmelo Anthony's ankle is a concern. The training staff, Jim Gillen, they said he could come back, and so he is coming back.
Well, the superstars step up in crunch time. We'll see.
Shaq being guarded by Francisco Elson now. Eddie Jones penetration. Taken away by the Nuggets. Good interior defense. Carmelo thought about it. And they'll bring it back out to Andre Miller. Miller, a quiet game with 6 points and 5 assists. Pick and roll. Melo double. Melo. And the Heat steal it. Dwayne Wade. And now Wade underneath Shaq and the foul. So Kenyon Martin, he knows how to wrap up. Of course, he's played against Shaquille O'Neal in the past in the NBA championships when he was with the New Jersey Nets, and that's the proper way. If you're going to hack a Shaq, you got to wrap up.
You know, he wrapped him up as hard as he could, and Shaq, with the Superman tattoo, still got that ball up. I mean, give Kenyon great credit there.
Shaq free throwing. Now 2 for 7. 2 for 8, Leitner rebounds, and the Nuggets are standing there.
Again, just a little fundamental mistake, but Francisco stepped into the hoop. You have to screen away to create space. Rebound just came right to Leitner. He wasn't even trying to get the rebound.
83-73, the lead is 10. Renee set to come back in. Boykins around the screen. Kenyon slips the screen. Oh, Boykins wins one. Off the glass.
Again, Melo got caught holding the ball, and
Dwayne Wade. Eddie Jones for 3. Got it. Eddie Jones hits the three-pointer. And Eddie's got 13. The crowd has become quiet here at the Pepsi Center. Nuggets lead has been chopped into.
And you got to look at what the mismatch is. Melo down in the post area is the spot, or pick and roll with Francisco Elson if you don't have a fast break.
Eddie Jones, another 3. No. Long rebound. Maybe should have gone into Shaq that time. Boykins being shadowed by Doolin. Elson from the perimeter. And the rebound to Miami. Long lead, Eddie Jones runs over man charging. Great defensive positioning by Francisco Elson.
But Francisco has really hustled hard all game long, and give credit, missed that jump shot, but the first guy back able to set his feet, draw the charge.
4th foul on Eddie Jones. Timeout called. Eddie Jones on the floor. 7:13 to go. The Nuggets are ahead. Approaching the 7-minute mark, the Nuggets 83, the Heat 76. Our key difference, defending Shaquille O'Neal. How have the Nuggets done?
Well, really well. And you give Marcus Camby credit early on, drawing that 3rd foul on a charge, and really hustled and done a great job. He's going to enter back in. He's got 4. And as you go down the stretch, you always have to keep in mind the hack-a-Shaq defense.
They just showed John Elway on the screen here at the Pepsi Center, and that got a big rise out of the crowd. Coming off that Cleveland loss 2 nights ago, when the Nuggets were effectively blown out, they have responded with a good effort so far.
They really have, and it's been a team effort. You look up on the board, a lot of guys contribute tonight. That's the kind of game you've got to have.
Miami's on a 5-0 scoring run. Canby off the official, out of bounds. Wow, that went right off Tony Brothers, out of bounds. But the official is part of the game, so it's a turnover for Boykins and the Nuggets.
Well, again, the Nuggets struggle with some turnovers, and
Shaquille lost the ball. And it's off Dwayne Wade. So they run pick and roll with Shaquille O'Neal and Dwayne Wade that time. And it wasn't a pretty thing.
But the reason why they do that, again, Chris, is not so much to get Shaq on the roll, but it causes the Nuggets to spread. They spread the court, and a Shaq underneath is what they're looking for.
Carmelo tries to take the corner. Here he comes. Shot clock from behind. Leitner's got it. Good defense by Miami. Miami down by 7 here. Down by 5 now as Shaq flushes one. He's got 12.
Well, your stars have to step up right here. Melo's got to get tough. You got to get active on the boards. Andre Miller.
Defensive intensity has risen for the Miami Heat. 10 to shoot. Melo coming in. Camby rebounds. Great offensive rebound by Marcus Camby. 3 to shoot. Boykins runner. Tiptoe. And we've got basket interference.
Well, the Nuggets looking at the officials on what do you got to do to draw a foul. Melo hard to the hoop. No call. Camby gets knocked over rebound-wise. This time, Earl fires it up and offensive goaltending on Melo.
So the score with 5:50 to play. The Nuggets are nursing a 5-point lead. Miami has got the momentum. Eddie Jones. Melo struggling on that ankle. He pulls up and hits a jumper. 22 for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you can see he just doesn't have that push off of that ankle, but a nice pickup and delivery on the fast break.
A big turnaround there. Eddie Jones tries for the jam, misses. Melo comes back with a two-pointer. 10 to shoot. Shaq is coming in. Shot block, Camby. They got a piece of it. Nuggets on the run.
Camby wants to run Shaq here.
And Boykins is fouled going around the corner.
Active Nugget defense leads to a fast break, but right here, watching them, they come up and challenge Eddie Jones.
I think he got a piece of it.
Got a little piece, and that enabled Melo to get out on the break, limping and down. But next time down, then they pushing Shaq out of there. Camby comes from behind and gets a block shot.
Foul was on Keon Dooling. Team foul's not a big factor in this quarter. Shot clock under 10. Andre Miller. Pump fake. And he got Leitner up in the air, and he'll shoot two. That is a veteran move.
Smart play by Andre Miller. Shot clock was down. Andre able to pump fake Christian Leitner. Again, you got to keep your feet.
2 on Leitner. The free throwing for the Nuggets has not been good tonight. Just 11 of 17, 64%. Miller tentative, but he bounces it up and in. Don't forget, Johnson & Wales at Metro State. Tomorrow, we'll have that for you at 7 p.m. on Altitude Sports and Entertainment.
Mike Dunlop undefeated in the early part of this season. What a squad he's got. They're 6-0 right now, but back to the game, you got Andre Miller delivers 2 big free throws. And the Nuggets can use their fouls on Shaq.
Eddie Jones in and out.
Love this fast break. Nuggets got 4 on the break there, nothing up. All right, now run some half court.
Nuggets lead is 9. And Miller is fouled.
Personal foul, Christian Leitner.
They call that on Christian Leitner. That's 3 on him. That's the 3rd team foul, so the ball out of bounds. Denver Nuggets,
14 on the shot clock.
8 wins and 7 losses. Trying to go over 500 by 2 games, 2nd time this year. Melo's got it, 5 to shoot. Melo pulls up. He swished from the corner. Carmelo Anthony now with 24.
Melo's really struggled with that ankle, but he delivers a big 2. And timeout, Miami Heat.
Let's take a look at a smooth stroke. When Melo's got it humming, yeah, he can ring them up, folks. 89-78 Nugs.
Andre Aldridge from our NBA TV studios. Bucks hosting the Spurs. Spurs winners of 6 straight. And boy, are they playing well. Going to the bank, that's Tim Duncan. San Antonio up 80-60 after 3. 4th quarter, Robert Horry swings it over to the wide open Tony Parker. He had 13 points in the game and 8 assists. They're up 89-66. They go on to take it. At 15-3, the Spurs are off to their best start in franchise history. Milwaukee drops to 4-10. Let's head back to Denver for the Nuggets and the Heat.
$89-78 with 4:13 remaining in the game. The scoring story, well, needless to say, the Nuggets offense has not been cranked up recently.
Well, the one big difference tonight with the 89, and there's still 4 minutes to go. Look for the Nuggets to get to 100. It's fast break points, 28, and it was really created off the defensive end. The Nuggets really have done a great job of stealing the basketball and converting tonight.
Crowd is alive here at the Pepsi Center. Miami Heat coming off a big win over Chicago last night. But the Nuggets have been equal to the challenge. Shaq over there. And a foul called on Shaquille O'Neal. That will be 4.
Well, what a job by Nene. Camby decides to let...
Yeah, it was Haslam.
Good job of blocking off there, but Shaq's just so big. When you wrap up, when the big fella wraps you up, you're in trouble, but easy call.
Carmelo Anthony with a game-high 24. Turns the corner, sees Shaq, and blocks it, but a foul.
Well, Steve Javie taking over the game. The official underneath the coop wasn't going to call the foul, but Melo got whacked.
Now you heard the Hack-a-Shack. This is the Shack-a-hackin'.
Shack-a-hackin' on Melo.
Oh, yeah, that's a foul.
How can the guy underneath the hoop not see that? Steve Javie got the call right from out by half court.
Melo free throwing tonight. This is his first one.
Again, you know, we talked about in the open, the stars have to step up. We got a technical on Shaq.
Technical foul, Shaquille O'Neal.
Stan Van Gundy wants to talk to his team. So Carmelo Anthony's got the second of 2, and we'll see if Earl Boykin steps in to take the technical. No, I don't think Melo's moving.
Well, I think
Melo's not moving.
that was the technical right there because he had shot 1.
Yeah.
So that was the technical. Left him on the line, and he's going to shoot the third.
Why wouldn't you shoot the 2 in a row and then shoot the technical?
Yeah, good point.
I guess it doesn't matter what order they're in. Melo's taking them all. So 3 free throws for Carmelo Anthony. He's got 27. Outstanding game for Carmelo Anthony tonight. Wade. And count it.
What a shot by Dwayne Wade. It looked like that foul was on the floor. Wade again with a pretty crossover. No, he got that ball up. What a shot.
Yeah. So the foul called on Carmelo Anthony. Wade trying to complete the 3-point play and does. Not over yet, folks. Don't go away. 92-81. 11-point advantage, and now the Heat putting on some full court pressure. Miller splits it. Andre Miller scores in the lane.
Good job of attacking by Andre Miller, and that's a shot he can bury, but blew by 2 Heat defenders in the backcourt, pulled up on Shaq and delivered.
Wade. Damon Jones in the corner, D. Wade. And he nails the 3-pointer. Boy, Dwayne Wade. He's got a bright future. He's got him right now. He's got 26 points.
You really do, but you cannot.
Camby. Bounce pass. And it'll be Nuggets ball. So Camby trying to bounce pass to Nene, who's 6'11". Nene says, hey, throw it up a little higher. A little higher for me.
And that last 3 still kept Miami in the game. Down 10 with 3 minutes. He's going to need some more scores and more stops.
Andre Miller over to Carmelo. Haslam rebounds. Udonis Haslam with just 4 rebounds tonight. Dwayne Wade. Miller lost it.
Nuggets fortunate there. You've got to get up on the 3-point shooters. Wade got a good look.
Kenyon Martin is coming back in. So the enforcer, Kenyon Martin, and Nene, who's breathing heavily, will go out.
What a job Nene has done tonight. 10 points, just 3 rebounds, couple assists, but he's defended Shaq extremely well.
Haslam. And Haslam nails it. Udonis Haslam, second year out of Florida. He's got 12.
This game is not over. The Nuggets need to gear it up.
Good have some opportunities here. They'll back it out and run some clock.
Go!
Melo against Dwayne Wade. Martin. Dribble left, I guess he does. One on the clock. Tip by Canby.
Steve Javie's got a call down low on the shot. So Kenyon Martin will learn too.
Call on Donis Haslem.
Shot clock was getting down, but a little push down low. And you see Haslem with that arm extended, and it's a pretty easy call.
Kenyon Martin made 13 of his first 16 free throws this year. Then he went 0 for 5 in a game. It's been all downhill since then. He's shooting 54%. He's off left. He's just gotten into an uncomfortable rhythm at the line. 3 for 11 the other night in Houston. And he misses 2. So Miami still with a chance here, trailing 94-86.
2 minutes.
Haslem. Oh, okay. Haslem is clobbered. He'll shoot a couple.
Well, at meet or getting back in this game, and the Nuggets going to have to crank it up. Jeff Bzdelik may have to take Kenyon Martin out if he cannot make free throws. Good move by Haslem, and Canby with a hard foul.
Second foul on Kenyon Martin. So Udonis Haslem at the line. He's an outstanding free throw shooter, 83%. 50 pounds overweight at Florida. He has really worked to get his game in shape, and with the departure of Lamar Odom, he has made himself into a good player. He's undersized, but he fits what they're doing, at least at this point.
Oh, the Nuggets just up 6 now.
And the Nuggets look very tentative. We wonder who's going to try to take shots from him, who's going to try to score.
You got to look to Melo down in the post. That's where the mismatch is.
Boykins knocked out of bounds, foul. Heat out of fouls. There's 2 free throws coming.
Steve Javie tends to get on runs with the team, and fortunately for the Nuggets are getting a lot of calls from him. Earl pushed out of bounds there, but easily could have maybe called this stepping out of bounds, but Earl needs to knock these down and get that lead back up.
Foul called on Damon Jones. Don't forget, Orlando Magic here on Monday. That's on altitude and high definition. Pregame starts with Jerome at 6:30.
I want to watch a high-def replay. I know altitude runs it, so I'm going to be getting on my HD and watching that. That Comcast has got a real deal there.
Earl Boykins had a streak of 20 straight free throws broken in the Cleveland game. Now he's back at it. Earl makes 2.
I guess if you make 20, you can miss one, make another 20. That'd be a pretty good percentage.
96-88 Nuggets. Dwayne Wade blocked by Kenyon Martin. And the Nuggets have a chance to run. They'll bring it back out. 25 to go. Carmelo Canby. With an exclamation point.
You talk about offensive rebounds and don't quit until the play's completed. But give Marcus Camby an assist off the backboard. But what a play. Kenyon Martin first with a block shot on Dwayne Wade, and then finishes with a big-time HD dunk.
It wasn't artistic, but it was very effective as Kenyon Martin.
Well, I'm sure the home crowd or the home statistician's going to give Marcus Camby assist, but Kenyon Martin showing the hops in those legs.
98-88 with 1:20 to go. Marcus Camby, his 8th game with 10+ rebounds this season, his 5th straight. So Marcus Camby, 9th year out of UMass, he has been good. Camby, a game-high 12 rebounds. Super sophomores, well, certainly Carmelo Anthony, one of them.
Well, there's one
LeBron
on the other.
James, one of them. Dwayne Wade, one of them.
Those are pretty doggone good players. I'd like to build a team with those 3 guys, but they are big time, and each one of them has their teams in the playoff hunt and over 500, and they are really the future. And you know, Melo still hasn't cranked his game up, you know, battling some of the injuries and sickness and things, and he'll elevate that game. He'll get it going. Well, he'll deliver some 30-plus point nights.
LeBron James and Dwayne Wade have taken it to the next level. In all honesty, Melo has not yet, but you see the potential for him doing that tonight. 27 points. That's the kind of effort that Jeff Buzdelik and the Nuggets need to be successful this year.
And he really did it in the right means. It wasn't outside. There were good shots. At halftime, we had a great shot chart. The only 3 shots he missed were 3-pointers. Everything was really 15 feet and in. Had some mismatches. Nuggets did a good job of getting it to him, and he got out on the break and got some easy opportunities.
Nuggets by 10 now. Rasul Butler is in, a 3-point shooting specialist. Wade, pop it back out. Eddie Jones. Miami looking for the 3, and Martin reaches in and commits the foul. That's going to be 2 free throws because the Nuggets are out of fouls. Kenyon is an outstanding defensive player, but sometimes he has a tendency to reach. And that's 4 on Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, right there, he'd have been better off just getting his hands up, but still good defense by the Nuggets.
Rasul Butler, a second-round pick. He makes the free throw. 3rd year out of LaSalle. Now Dooling comes back in, the defender, Keon Dooling. And Udonis Haslem also comes in, so the defensive squad comes in for the Heat.
Yeah, and the Nuggets have to be careful here. Their hack-a-shack victim is going to be Kenyon Martin, so you don't want to throw in the ball. The Nuggets have to be aware of going anywhere but there.
Boykins. And Boykins is tripped. If you're going to have a player at the end of the game handle the ball, you certainly want it to be Earl Boykins, because not only is he a great ball handler, but he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
Well, the backcourt you got right there with Andre Miller and Earl Boykins do both of those things. Just like you said, Chris, they can handle the ball and they can make free throws. You got to knock them down in the clutch.
Boykins with 13 points. He's 3 for 3 from the line. He also has 6 assists. So here's Earl. Little big man, 7th year out of Eastern Michigan. You know where Eastern Michigan is?
Michigan.
Ypsilanti, Michigan. I was told. Ypsilanti. You've been there, haven't you?
Well, Earl was fun to watch in college, and he was even funner now he's with the Nuggets. And it's been a long time since the Nuggets have reached 100 points, and I bet Earl's going to knock this down. And there's the old axiom, first team in the NBA to get to 100 is going to win the game. I think the Nuggets are going to have this one on this free throw.
Nuggets are 3-0 when they score 100 points this year. Soon to be 4-0. Approaching the 1-minute mark, 100 to 89. Butler. And Butler nails it over Kenyon Martin. Andre Miller, you got a foul now. You don't want to foul Boykins if you can. Well, he's trying to, I think. Kenyon Martin.
Oh, the crowd!
Pops the collar. Buzdelik saying, get back. 102-92. Head to Earl.
Earl has some Ashley Lee speed, but not quite that much. But Earl Boykins dribbles around the whole Heat team. Shaq has to help. And there's Kenyon Martin.
Martin with the pop the collar move. Kenyon's got a double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds.
Throw in a little 7 assists also for Kenyon Martin, but he's had a big night in it. Again, the Nuggets have stepped up as a team tonight. Energy level good all night long. Defense good enough to win, but the offense was really the factor tonight. It really came to life.
The Nuggets have Orlando here on Monday, and then they depart on a 7-game, 12-day road trip, starting with the Washington Wizards, who have been playing very well.
Well, they're playing all the teams. There's no cupcakes on this trip. You don't see Charlotte. You don't see Atlanta on that team, even the depleted Indiana on that schedule. It's going to be a tough trip. So, again, you look back, you've got to win your home games. Big win for the Nuggets tonight. They need to finish it off. 38 seconds to go in the game, but Nuggets up 10.
Jeff Buzdelik, Scott Brooks, Michael Cooper, Adrian Dantley, the rest of the coaching staff. Butler. And Butler is fouled on it. You just wonder, and that's going to be 3 free throws. And if you could read Jeff Buzdelik's mind right now, the last thing you want to stop the clock and give up 3 free throws.
Well, again, you know, even though you're still going to win this game, I still feel confident with the Nuggets in this situation, but it's mental focus, because these are going to be plays that are going to happen when it really means something. you got to say, hey, you got to come up on the right side. Don't go directly at a player. He knows he's got to shoot the three. Even if he pump fakes you and drives to the hoop, it burns the clock, no problem. But three free throws, you can't let happen in that situation.
2 for 2 for Butler. And timeout called for the Denver Nuggets. So the Nuggets leading 102-94. We're going to step aside for a moment. Melo knows he made a mistake. Still a pretty good night for Melo with 27 points. Key was the big first quarter for the Denver Nuggets tonight. They got out fast, and they have led all the way. It's 102-94 with 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds to go here in the game. Orlando Magic here Monday. Don't miss that. If you can get out to the Pepsi Center, you want to. If not, join us for our altitude coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. Then at Washington, Antoine Jamison playing very, very well. Gilbert Arenas, the rest of the gang, and then at Toronto Friday, we get a day off in between.
Yeah, and Toronto just beat Miami down in Miami. That's a good team. They're right around the 500 mark, but have been a pest, and the Nuggets played a very close game with him here a couple weeks ago.
Cavaliers got a win over the Raptors, 105-97. Wizards 95, Bulls 88. Pistons 92, the Hornets 69, the Spurs 104, the Bucks 83. Of course, more coverage on our post-game show. Now, Russell Butler, he's made 2, and he's got 1 more coming. So he makes 3 free throws, and another timeout called by Denver.
20 seconds.
Well, I think, I would hope, or I would think that they probably take Kenyon Martin out just to get your best free throw shooters in the game. And
I think I'd like to get Greg Buckner in here somewhere. A good defender and an outstanding free throw shooter. Pretty good ball handler.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you know what's going to happen on Miami's end? They're out of timeout, so they're going to push. They're going to put their small lineup in. They're going to look for three-point shots. So you can afford to go smaller here, get your free throw shooters in, and just match up with Miami.
Well, if you're Miami now, don't you commit the immediate foul?
Oh, you have to. Okay. You cannot let the clock run. So let's bring in Brian Russell, who's an excellent free throw shooter. And
I think the target, you were talking about the target, Kenyon Martin is out, but Marcus Canby would be the obvious target, shooting just 54% from the line.
Well, again, they bring him in for rebounding too, or keep Marcus in, but that's why you have him taking the ball out of bounds.
And they foul Earl Boykins. Now, I think I would have trapped him and waited until he threw it back to Canby and then foul Canby. I don't like that idea. No, you don't have a lot of time, but wait, trap him, make him make 1 pass, then foul the next guy. Don't foul Earl Boykins.
Yeah, you're right, but time's a-wasting.
Only 2 seconds. 2 seconds off the clock. You can wait 3 seconds and foul. And of course, Boykins misses the free throw.
That's why that guy's the coach down there. He knows those things about who's going to miss free throws. Earl knocked this one down, and that lead back up to 8 points.
Russell goes out. Kenyon Martin back in for defensive purposes. Kenyon Martin leads the team with 7 assists. 1 of 2 for Boykins. 103-95. Eddie Jones got hit, no call. Jones got it back. Pitches it to Dwayne Wade. And Carmelo has the rebound.
That'll just about do it. Melo will earn a couple more free throws and that point total up, but great effort again. You got to applaud the Nuggets after really struggling against Cleveland. Give them a big round of applause to the players and the coaching staff. They came in prepared. The effort was there. It was from the get-go. Had their second best quarter of the year. 35 points in that first quarter, and they just pretty much carried it throughout the game.
A lot of very discouraged people in Nugget land. When I went around the city today talking to people, they were wondering, well, what kind of a chance do the Nuggets have against Miami? They had the effort tonight. The effort spoke for itself. They executed. They played well. And they got a big performance, a huge performance for Carmelo Anthony, 28 points. So 15 seconds to go. And Melo Takes the final steal, and that should be it. So the Nuggets will improve their record to 9-7, and the big crowd gets something to cheer about. The Miami Heat drops to 11-7. Don't forget Orlando here Monday night, and another confidence-building win. A big one for Jeff Buzdelek. All right, let's go over to Jerome Jurinovich with Carmelo. Jerome?
Thank you, Chris. Carmelo Anthony, how big after that debacle a couple of nights ago against Cleveland was it for you as a team to come out here and just put on a show like you did tonight?
Yeah, we wanted to come in and focus. I think our problem was as a team, we wasn't in the zone. So now I think we put ourselves back in the zone and just focus on basketball now.
You know, your ankle's been giving you problems. The last couple of games, your offense, not what you want it to be, not what we want it to be, but tonight a fantastic performance.
Yeah, my ankle still is a little tender. After a sprained ankle, it's going to always be tender, but I'm getting treatment, trying to work on it. Tonight we got a big win.
Thanks, Carmelo. We'll see you in the locker room. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Carmelo Anthony leads all scorers with 28, Boykins with 16, Martin with 12, 3 other players with 10, Wade with 26, Haslam, Eddie Jones, and Shaquille O'Neal rounding out the scoring. Shaq held to 12. Final score, 104-95. Join us Monday night for our next telecast. Steve Francis, Grant Hill, the Orlando Magic come to the Pepsi Center to take on the Denver Nuggets. Coverage begins at 6:30. Transmission facilities for tonight's telecast were provided by HDN Communications. It's been a presentation of Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Your home for Nuggets basketball all season long. Stay tuned for complete post-game coverage coming up next on Nuggets Red.